Welcome to Cryptocurrency Explained. In this lesson, I'm going to explain the revolutionary funding mechanism called the ICO and give you the key information that you need before considering making an investment in an ICO. First, let's understand, what is an ICO? ICO stands for Initial Coin Offering, basically a sale of digital assets for an upcoming platform. Usually ICOs sell utility tokens, a token that will have a specific use case in a yet-to-be-built platform, like an energy trading platform, for example, or a placeholder token for a future blockchain. For example, Tron started as an Ethereum-based token until the Tron blockchain was launched, and then the Tron tokens migrated to Tron's native blockchain. Now, ICOs gained a lot of fame back in 2017 as investors made silly amounts of money on investing in ICOs, but they still do offer a good return for the savvy investor, but it requires a lot of due diligence to find the best opportunities. The next big wave of investing mania is widely believed to come from STOs. What is an STO? It is a security token offering, a sale of a digital asset, usually for a real-world good, or shares which can pay dividends from real-world companies. For example, tokenized ownership model for a block of apartments, or a share of a company that will pay out quarterly dividends to any holders of that token. Now, this is an exciting new class of tokens being built. The term, though, security is very important, particularly in a legal way, because it denotes whether or not that token will fall under stricter security regulations. Some existing ICO tokens better fit the definition of a security. ICOs are a revolutionary form of crowdfunding, bypassing platforms like Kickstarter as well as bypassing traditional venture capital routes. While it can be very profitable to invest in ICOs, it can also be incredibly risky. There have been lots of scams, and these companies, if not scams, are startups, and the failure rate of these companies can be very high. Also, accountability and transparency is very limited in ICO investing. Risk management and understanding your taste for risk are extremely important before deciding to venture into the crazy world of ICO investing. Now, a quick note for Americans as well. Due to America's strict regulations, many ICOs prefer not to allow American citizens to invest in their ICOs. This is just the government trying to protect you from getting rich. So how do you invest in an ICO? Well, I'm not going to give you a tutorial on how to invest in an ICO because almost every ICO is different to some extent, as they can happen on different blockchains. They can accept different cryptocurrencies and forms of payment. They can be hosted on an exchange or just hosted on a website. They can give you tokens immediately, or they can hold the tokens for months and not release them until a later date. They can require a whitelist. They might not require a whitelist, etc., etc., etc. The experience is always different. But there are some very important things to keep in mind before putting your hard-earned money on the table. Please see my other video on fundamental analysis for a more thorough look at how to identify if a project is worth investing in or not. The key points, though, are that there is no substitute for doing your own research. It's your money, it's your responsibility. You have to take this seriously. But just a few points here to consider before investing in any ICO. Read the white paper. Super basic. Most people don't do it. Make sure you read the white paper. Does the business model actually make sense to you? Are the goals real? Are they achievable? Or is the paper just full of crazy buzzwords? Are their partnerships real? Are their advisors real? What about the technology? Now, you don't have to be a tech expert to be able to understand some of the very basics. Do they have a minimum viable product that you can look at? Is there anything in their GitHub code repository? You don't need to understand the code that is written there to see if there's anything there at all. If there's nothing there, you should question why. Are there any red flags that have been pointed out by fellow community members? And if so, do those red flags actually check out? Be careful sometimes, because the people in the community who are screaming that everything is a scam may not be who they appear to be. Many ICOs, after launching their token, have suffered terribly on the markets because there is no demand for their token. So try to understand if there will actually be a market for this product, and if the people behind it are actually going to be able to deliver on what they are promising to deliver. Always keep a clear head. Do not let greed or FOMO drive your investing decisions. If an ICO is promising things that sound too good to be true, then it's probably BS. Use your common sense. Never be afraid to miss out. There will always be another ICO. If something seems fishy, then don't invest. The good news is that some ICOs do take a lot of hard work out and make the sale available on an exchange. Exchanges like Binance or Liquid offer initial exchange offerings. This means that the ICO has passed the due diligence of the exchange and that you can invest safely on the exchange. This does not, however, of course, mean that it will be super profitable and you'll make millions of dollars. You still need to do your research to find out, well, is there a market for this? Is this platform going to be great? These initial exchange offerings, or IEOs, are a very exciting new form of funding. Now, with the exception of exchanges that occasionally offer this service, you should not send your crypto that you want to invest in any given ICO from your exchange wallet. If you're investing in an ICO via the ICO's website, you will not receive your tokens if you send your money from an exchange. And there'll be nothing that the ICO and nothing that the exchange can do to help you. Please read all the terms and conditions very carefully. Also be very careful during the sale. When investing directly via the crowd sale website, all sorts of things can and do go wrong. For example, mirror websites that direct you to a similar looking but in fact scam site pop up for popular ICOs. ICO Telegram groups are often the target of fake administrators who will approach you offering you a spot in the sale. Be very diligent. Investing in initial coin offerings will continue to be very profitable and very popular for the savvy investor. But make sure that you understand the risks in ICO investing before getting involved. Thank you so much for watching. Check out the next video in this series to learn even more about cryptocurrency, and feel free to post any questions that you may have down below in the comment section. There you will also find my recommended list of exchanges and wallets. And of course, if you enjoyed this information and found it useful, leave a thumbs up on it. You can also subscribe to the channel if you are new around here. Long live the blockchain, and peace out till next time.